Hello everyone, my name is Subham Kumar Agrawal. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So from today I am going to start the quantum chemistry. Alright, so in quantum I will little bit talk about light, what the theories that has been put up to understand the nature of the light. Yes guys, there was a very big problem up to the quantum when it arrived, and even now there is a lot of speculations have been running out. But the thing is, no theory wouldn't explain the exact behavior of the light. So there will be always a debate over the light and its nature. So and the quantum, if one would have to describe the quantum in one word, then we can say that it is actually the light matter interaction. What it is actually the light matter interaction. Alright, so let's first see in 1966 what the Newton has said. The Newton said that light consists of the particles. Yeah, light is made up of particles, and those particles he called them corpuscles. What he called corpuscles, and what the reason he has given to prove his theory that light travel in a straight line. Since light travel in a straight line, so it can't be a wave. So this was the thing that Newton has said. But at the same time, the Huygens, the scientist named Huygens, what is his name? Let me write his name. Huygens. This was the scientist, and he said in 1978, he said that no, light is not a particle. Light actually made up of waves. But that time was so different that Newtonian mechanics and Newton's domination were there, and no one can raise the question against the theories of the Newton. So this was completely a thing that was unaccepted at that time, and the thing that the Newton has put up remained continue to after 200 years. When in 1870, one of the scientists named James Clerk Maxwell. Yes guys, one of the scientists named James Clerk Maxwell given his theory of electromagnetic radiation, and he said that light is actually a wave consisting of the two component, that is the electric as well as magnetic component, and both are like perpendicular to each other. And I think you had done all this in your grad level and your 10+2 level, but I am just recollecting what we had done. So light is actually consisting of two component. One is the electric component, and the other one is the magnetic component. So the component here, I mean, like in one direction there is a oscillation of the electric field, and perpendicular to that electric field oscillation there is oscillation of a magnetic field too. Alright, and in two planes these fields are oscillating. In one plane the electric field is oscillating, and perpendicular plane there is a magnetic field which is oscillating. And now the third plane which remains, that would be perpendicular to the both. That is perpendicular to the electric field as well as perpendicular to the magnetic field, is actually the plane where the light actually propagating. So what I mean to say, that light is propagating in a way that is perpendicular to both electric field as well as magnetic field. Alright, Now you can see from here the dual nature of light, but it came very later. We will discuss it very later. But the thing that I want to put here, try to understand. This is the in a Cartesian coordinate we can represent the wave, or say the light, that the Maxwell has given its theory. Like if we have to represent the magnetic field in y direction, so the electric field would be in perpendicular the y direction, say it is the z direction. Now the propagation of light would be perpendicular to both of these, that the magnetic field and electric field. So here we are saying that it is actually the x direction where the wave is actually propagating. Alright, so now this was a theory that was given by a prominent scientist, that is the James Clerk Maxwell. So it was a very revolutionary work that he has done, because from 200 since 1666 the people were believing that no, light is actually the particle nature. Has all their myths has now been cleared by the Maxwell, and it was a really a groundbreaking experiment and groundbreaking theory that was put out by Maxwell. Now again come to our syllabus, that is quantum chemistry. So we have to understand the particle nature as well as the wave nature of the light, because you people have know very well that that light is actually we have discussed and derived it in a both form, like it is actually the wave as well as acting as a particle too. So we have to understand the both mechanism. So first to understand the mechanism, we have the three experiments which proved the particle nature of light, and most importantly that in these three topics that that defines the particle nature of light. That is, the first one is the black body radiation experiment, which took place in 1900. The second one is the photoelectric effect that was performed in 1905 by the Albert Einstein, and the Compton effect by the scientist Compton in 1923. So all from all these three topics, in the UGC CSIR net exam, the paper asked the questions from here too. So try to learn very carefully, because the questions are also came from this section too. Alright, now so starting from the black body radiation, which confirms that light is actually the particle nature. Try to just keep it in as a title form when you are actually dealing with this. Alright, so the black body radiation experiment. So before starting this thing, first you have to understand the very basic thing, that when you will complete the black body radiation experiment, then you would have the answers. What I am saying, upon completion of this topic, you must possess some answers of the questions, and the questions are what is the black body. You have to ask all these questions when you will complete this particular topic. The first question is that what is the black body? What is the black body? The second question is what is the black body radiation? And the third question is what are the outcomes of the black body radiation experiment? And the last question that you people have to ask from yourself, that is the why the classical mechanics and the theories which are classical theories couldn't explain the black body radiation experiment. And you have, upon completion of this topic, you will be able to answer all these questions. You will be able to answer all these questions. All right. Okay. So now we have to now let's move to the space. So assume that we have reached in the space. Now in this space, you have to think from the Big Bang theory perspective, because I am just creating the base I'm just creating the base so that you people get an idea what I'm going to tell actually in the black body experiment. Alright, so assuming you are in space, and according to the Big Bang theory, what happened, one of the nucleus is exploded, and all these planets, galaxies, stars, suns, and all these celestial bodies are the product of that explosion. Alright, so in the Big Bang theory, what it says, like during this explosion, there is also the explosion of the excretion of the cosmic waves. I mean to say in the space there is only a cosmic waves, which are high energy waves. In the universe there are only cosmic waves. Alright, there are only cosmic waves, and it is actually interacting with all the bodies which are present in the universe, which and this only radiation is actually interacting with all the bodies which are present in this space. Alright, okay. Now I had made the base of cosmic waves, or say wave, high energy waves, which is actually interacting with the celestial bodies which are in the space. Now try to understand. Now we are moving to the next thing. So the thing is, why we see the colors? Color theory. Why we see the colors? So the answer is, why we see the colors. The answer is that when the light falls over that particular object, and then the light that light get reflected, when it get reflected and falls over our retina, then some process inside our body takes place, that it transmits the signals to the mind, and some other process happens, and then we see the color. So the phenomena is that the object reflects the light which actually falling over it, and correspondingly we will get to see the color. Am I clear or not? The object actually reflecting the light which is actually falling over it, and corresponding high and low energy and wavelength, we see the colors. Alright, so actually the reflection by the object is the reason why we see the colors. So actually the reflection by the object is the reason why we see colors. Alright, now why we see the color black, why we see the object to be a black, the color of the body black? Because it do not reflect any of the light. Whatever the light is falling over it completely absorbs all the wavelength of light, or say it absorbs all the light. In simple words, that particular body absorbs all the light. That is why it do not seems too colorful. It seems like a black. Alright, so the reason is it do not reflect. The reflection is zero. That is why here we are calling it a black. Alright, reflection is zero. It do not reflect any of the light. That is why here we are calling it black. Okay, so this is the concept of the concept of being a black. Alright. Okay, so that thing what I had described is actually I had written here in my pictorial form in my notes, and that is, the image is also from there. All right, now this is something which we are again moving to the space. We are now here in space. So what happened here? First tell me two things. If the body, here I am just it is just assumption, or say the hypothesis, like if a body whose temperature is 0 degree Kelvin is kept in the space, and you know that in space there are the cosmic waves. Which actually are interacting with the matter, or say with the bodies, with the celestial bodies. So a body, for example, a body having temperature 0 degree Kelvin is kept in the universe, and the cosmic waves are interacting. So what will be the resultant temperature of the body? what would be the resultant temperature of the body? There are the two options. The temperature of the body becomes 3 degree Kelvin. The second possibility is the temperature of the body would be greater than 3 degree Kelvin. Would be greater than 3 degree Kelvin. It can be 1000, 2000, 4000. So just pause the video, think over it, and give me the answer. Give me the answer in the just for your sake, I will be telling the answer, but just try to match it. Alright. Okay, so the answer is that the temperature of the body will not exceed by over 3 degree Kelvin. The temperature of the body will not exceed over 3 degree Kelvin. Why? Because in thermodynamics, because of the first law you had, because of zeroth law you had studied, that it will attain the thermal equilibrium. When the cosmic waves actually are interacting with the body, they are transferring the energy, they are transferring the some amount of energy which actually raising the temperature of the body from 0 to 3 degree Kelvin. When the body reaches to the 3 degree Kelvin temperature, it will come over the equilibrium with the surrounding, or say with the cosmic waves, and the temperature will not get exceeded more than 3 degree Kelvin. Alright. So that's why here I am written that it attains the thermal equilibrium here and will not go to greater than 3 degree Kelvin. That is the point that I here wants to mention. Alright. So now the thermal equilibrium is maintained now. The thermal equilibrium is maintained now. Now what happens? Since the cosmic waves are continuously interacting, the molecules inside the black body is continuously vibrating and absorbing an energy. So what the molecules and the black body does, it start emitting the energy. It start emitting the energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. It starts emitting the energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Try to understand the body is not reflecting at all. There is a big difference between emission and reflection. The body is not reflecting. Body is completely since body is a black body. Try to recollect what I had said just in the beginning of this video, that if the body is black, it will not reflect. The reflection in this case would be 0. So reflection is 0 here too. The reflection is 0. Now since the cosmic waves is continuously interacting with the black body start emitting the energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So what we will say that the black body is actually emitting. The body is seeming to be colorful because it is emitting some sort of energy, and which is actually energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. I am just giving you the example as sun. Try to take the example. It is also the black body. Why? Because the reflection is 0 in this case. Reflection is 0, but it is actually emitting the energy. It is actually emitting the energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation, and you know very well that the light comes from the sun is actually of our electromagnetic radiation. So the same phenomena happening in the sun with the sun too. Alright. So the energy loss will take place and in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Now again one question arises here. Why only in the electromagnetic form, or say why in the electromagnetic radiation form the body is emitting? Why the body is not emitting the heat? Because the body is getting heat up, so the body would have to release the heat. But the concept behind it and answer of this question is that in this space there is no medium. Try to understand. In this space there is no medium, and you know very well that heat requires medium to travel. if in our earth there is a medium that is air, the release of the heat takes place, and this is not a very strange thing. This is very quite obvious. But here is a medium that is air, but in space there is no medium. But in the space there is no medium. So if there is no medium, then how heat can excrete out, or how heat can travel? And so that's why heat dissipates electromagnetic radiation, because it do not requires any kind of medium to travel. Electromagnetic radiation does not require any kind of medium to travel. And you can see that sun, which is in the space, there is no medium, and it is actually emitting the electromagnetic radiation, which we call it light. Alright, so also I had written in the theoretical form, so you just copy it, so that you will not get forget, and once upon when you will see your notes. Alright, try to mention all these things in your notes. So what it is written here: since in space the energy loss cannot occur by dissipating heat, because it requires a medium, but in the form of electromagnetic radiation, which do not require any medium to travel. Alright, now, so here what I had written: a black body will emit the radiation in order to cool down. So there is a one term which we call it radiative cooling. So this is actually the concept that the body is, since the body is actually emitting, and it is actually emitting by cooling of the body. That is why radiative cooling we had kept the word. Since it is the body is getting cooled down. Try to understand, the body is getting cooled down, and body is actually emitting the light. Alright, the body is actually emitting the light, and also it is getting cooled down, since energy loss is taking place. So that it is getting cooled down, and it is actually emitting the radiation. So that's why we are calling it radiative cooling, since it is emitting radiation and it get cooled down. So radiative cooling we had given the word. Alright, and why we are calling it black body? That what I had already told you, that it emits but do not reflect. So it is very ideal body. Why ideal body? Because it is a perfect absorber and perfect emitter. It do not reflect, but it emit. So that's why here what I had written: it emits, and it is 100% emitter and 100% absorber. Alright, okay. So the thing that what I had told you is written here in a theoretical form. So when at equilibrium, the perfect black body will absorb at the light and emit out. Whatever I taught you, all is written in the theoretical form. Okay. So from here I will discuss in the next video. I don't want to make the video too long, because you guys have to get, I know, very much stressed out. So we'll cover all the things later in the next video. So see you, have a good day, bye bye.